Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to a brand new month, October. You got pumpkin spiced lattes, pumpkin spiced avenue updates. So yeah, we're gonna check out Washington Avenue today and we're gonna see the progress. We're gonna walk the whole avenue, start to finish. I'll also show you guys the progress on the auto parts store that looks like it's just about ready to open. So make sure to watch the whole video right to the end because I think the bigger progress is going to be towards the north end of the avenue. So yeah, stick around and watch the whole thing. Thank you to our Patreon and YouTube supporters. If you want to think about joining them, links are down below, super easy to sign up. And yeah, let's walk the whole avenue. All right, we're over here on Garfield Avenue and we're going to take a look at the auto parts store progress. Last time we did an update, none of those windows were in. Looks like up there they're getting ready to hang the sign. They've got those decorative lamps up all over the place. The front of the store, honestly, looks better than I expected. You know, it's an auto parts store. It's not like it's Saks Fifth Avenue or something like that, but, you know, it looks pretty good for what it is. Got a bunch of old busted up concrete here. Looks like this excavator is getting the landscape going. And then you got the famous Welcome to Endicott sign here. It's like the Welcome to Hollywood, or it's like the Hollywood sign, but smaller. It's famous, just on a smaller scale. And then across Main Street here, you have the newly renovated Dunkin' Donuts. Sadly, still without a drive-through. However, they did install a pickup window, so that kind of, that kind of helps out a little bit. So next up, as promised, we're going to take a walk up Washington Avenue and check out the progress. Like I mentioned earlier, I think you're going to see a lot of the progress be on the north end of the avenue. So make sure to watch until the end. We are at the corner of Washington Avenue and Main Street now. And they actually have the ramp reopen here to turn right onto Washington Avenue. So that wasn't up and running in the previous look we did. Here's one of the brand new fire hydrants. Wendy's, unfortunately, does not have the first entrance to the parking lot is not open. And here's one of the more exciting developments happening on the avenue. Is the steakhouse is replacing what used to be Nurchi's on the avenue. And this, oh wow, look at that. I don't know if this was an accident or they took it out on purpose, but Wendy's exit sign is taking a nap. Anyway, this steakhouse is in the former Nurchi's on the Avenue building. Nurchi's on the Avenue had a beautiful dining room in there, and I hope they continue that tradition. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of this place. I'll just end up butchering it so bad. But anyway, new sidewalks going in here on the avenue. And you've got the lamp posts. And you'll actually, towards the end of the video, get to see the first lamp post that has been hung. Probably like a test lamp post or something like that. And you got the church coming up here on the right side and the post office across the street. But these new sidewalks are nice. They're, I feel like they're not quite as wide as the original ones were, but they're pretty big. And it's not like a zillion people are walking on them every day, but yeah, they get their fair share of traffic. Not quite sure what these little poles sticking out of the road are here, or the sidewalk. But if you know, let me know down in the comments. Also, leave a comment down below. How do you think the renovation of Washington Avenue is going to affect it? Do you think it'll attract more businesses? Or do you think it'll be pretty much status quo? I think I'm of the opinion that it definitely won't hurt anything. That's for sure. Another interesting thing to point out is that this intersection and the next one up the block both used to have a traffic light. And it'll be interesting to see if they bring that back or if they end up just leaving it without a signal. Signal? Ugh, I can't talk. So the avenue is still very much a construction zone. And you can see they cut. Now this tells me that they might be bringing a traffic light back because they cut a path here for what I'm assuming are going to be the signal equipment, like for the crosswalk signals. But I could be wrong. So to me, it's also a little strange that they left this 4-foot section of sidewalk here and just replace the sidewalk on this other part. Like, wouldn't you want to do the entire sidewalk? Or maybe that 4 feet of sidewalk is owned by the businesses? I don't know. I'm just hypothesizing here. Across the street, you've got more sidewalk work going on, or maybe electrical. Endicott Florist directly across the street. And now, interestingly, some businesses have a bigger curve cut out, and I think they had to request that when the project was being developed. Like for cafe access, or, you know, if you want to put, maybe they want to put tables or chairs out there. Like, I know the North Brewery, which we're almost to, requested a larger curb cutout because they had a little outdoor dining area, or drinking area as you may call it. However, sadly, the North Brewery is no more. Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty. Look at these. These posts are just so nice. Like, I know it's just a precast stamped concrete kind of deal. Let's look in the window here and see if there's anything left inside. It still looks like the North Brewery for now. We're coming up on the EPAC Theater. And this is an area where they have a couple of the sample sections of the stamped concrete that's going to be going down the middle and perhaps the sides of the road. I like that one. That one's my favorite. But yeah, some of these may be for the sides, and the other one, I believe that one's probably the one that's going to go down the middle. So we're going to have to cross the road now. So that we don't walk in wet concrete. I like this place. Mattresses by appointment. Up to 80% off. Wow. Kind of weird. Why do you have to make an appointment, though? And you can see here we're at the corner of, I think this is Broad Street, or no, this is Monroe. And they're pouring some concrete here. There goes the Barney and Dick truck. We'll, guess we're gonna walk in the road. So, new business coming soon. MIC Mark's Home Care. Interesting. So no more Subway. So we're walking down the east side of the avenue now. You got Rent-A-Center across the street, Africa House. And yeah, pretty much this is starting to look like a completed project again. However, they do have quite a bit of work left to do. You've got, at a minimum, the final layer of pavement to go. You've got the stamped concretes left to install. You've got whatever they're going to do with the side work here. And right here is going to be a crosswalk with one of those LED flashers when you push the button. And you can see it on the other side as well. Coming up on M&T Bank, which I believe used to be the Endicott Trust Bank years and years ago. You got billiards across the street and a gym on the second floor. It's a very, very nice October morning here in Endicott. The high today is only supposed to get up to 69, which I'm perfectly fine with because I do not like sweating to death. I don't mind being cold, but I also don't like being frozen. Passing the former Acropolis right now, which looks like it's actually starting to be converted into something. Somebody's done at least a little bit of work in here. The carpet's gone. Looks like some of the booths have been taken out. Original Italian Pizza was not open last time we were doing this walk, but now it appears that it is. So we've reached the north end of the avenue now, and like I promised, this part of the Ave is starting to look a little more finished. You can see they just got done doing some curb work here. And here's what the edge of the pavement is going to look like, where the road meets the curb. You've got this really nice looking stamped concrete, as opposed to the brick that used to be there. The stamped concrete will probably hold up a lot better. You've got another crosswalk in the making here, where you're going to have those digital flashing signs. One thing I don't understand, though, is like, again, why wouldn't you replace this last 4 feet of concrete? Oop. Huh. Not sure what I stepped on there, but we're going to keep moving. Anyway, yeah, you go through all the trouble of rebuilding the avenue and you've got 4 feet of old sidewalk. It's a little perplexing, but, what do I know? I'm not an engineer. Anyway, so we've reached North Street. And yeah, this part of the sidewalk is looking a lot nicer. And then before we finish, I just want to show you guys, this is the design that they chose for all the street lights. You've got a nice little banner flag hanger there on those beautiful stamped concrete precast blocks. And those are definitely going to be LED. I like it. It's all right. It's like a mix between old and new design. language. You know, it'd be interesting to see how bright it gets at night, because for a while they tried replacing all of the street lights with those antique lights, and the antique lights just weren't bright enough, which I've heard some people say didn't help the crime rate in the area. But now you got these more modern lights going on, and hopefully they'll be bright enough. Anyway, we're on North Street now, and just one quick thing to show you guys over here. This building, maybe 2 years ago or a year ago, had a really bad fire, and it's in the process of being rebuilt. Like, that whole top section is where the fire was, and it's like mostly put back together. And there was used to be some type of prepaid wireless store here. I think it was Metro. And yeah, they're looking through the window here. It looks like the framing's getting redone and everything, so maybe there'll be some new life in that location soon. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe down below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.